Hello twin flames and welcome to the DM to DF reading for Monday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Twin Flame Soulmate Secret Edition deck today from Reina OG Tarot. I'm also going to complement this with the Divine Love Oracle cards and we're going to bring in the What's Next Oracle. So we're going to find out what's next, what's going on, what the masculines are feeling and what energy they are in. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I am available right now. You can email me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. Okay, let's see what the masculines want to say. Wow, jump straight out here. What do the masculines want to say to you, Divine Feminine? What's on their mind today? What's on their mind? So they're giving me an issue with my ring. Whenever they give me this, it's like a ring is coming off. So I'm definitely feeling some karmic endings are coming up. And this may come up in this reading today. You know, whenever my ring feels like it's falling off my finger, it's a big sign of karmic change. And what are they feeling about you today? What do they want you to know? Wow, jumped on the camera. Amazing, okay. And what's next between you? Or what do they want you to know about what's next for them? What's next? What's going on? Here we go, okay. So let's see what's happening then. So the first energy is I talk about our connection to those close to me. And this is really interesting because look at this, you get clarity finally. So it feels like the masculines may be discussing the connection with someone to get clarity. Because they are wanting to find a way out, for example, of their karmic relationship or to be able to walk away from their job, to be able to understand that what their feelings mean. And as much as they try and understand within themselves through isolation and quiet time and distance, every now and again they need to talk about you because they love you. And we tend to talk about what we love. So I feel that they may have mentioned you or the connection to someone they're close to. Now this could be a family member or it could be a friend. It could even be a therapist if some of them have therapists. But it's more likely to be someone they trust. And they may not be talking directly about you. So don't worry that maybe they've brought your name into it or, you know, something's going to happen because of it with a karmic partner. There's going to be some drama. You know, they try to keep you out of that drama as much as possible. But I do feel they may have mentioned that they feel a certain way about someone else or there's something going on. So I'm definitely feeling if they are already in a relationship, they are discussing the connection they feel for you with another because they're talking about maybe leaving their connection. I maybe feel that, you know, someone's talking to a friend about this and maybe the friend has said, oh, you know, you can move out and come and stay on my sofa or, you know, I can help you out with finances or don't worry or, you know, someone is helping them in some way to gain clarity. And it says finally, and this is a big message for you as well, Divine Feminine, because this is saying you get clarity finally too. Maybe you've got clarity because you've actually talked about your connection to those close to you. So those close to you, remember, not necessarily people around you. It could be your soul family here. So you may be talking about the connection here and it's bringing in clarity finally. Things are finally beginning to make sense to you because you're understanding what the connection is. If this is your first time finding Guided by Angels, you know, the first time you're watching me do a reading, you may be getting aha moments because you're thinking, wow, finally, I'm getting some kind of clarity about what's going on. So I feel this is also a big message about big karmic cycles coming to an end and closing out as we move towards the new year. You know, between now, we're nearly in September. You know, between now and the new year, big things changing for 2024. And look what the masculine is saying here. Don't take the karmic comments or my replies seriously. So if there's something happening on social media where maybe you've seen a karmic partner commenting on their post or you've seen something happening that's triggered you, your twin is saying to you, please don't take these comments or my replies seriously. Remember that things are not always what they seem. There's illusion out there. Because the masculine does not want you to get hurt or upset by anyone they are around in their physical world because they are leaving those people behind. And he's saying, I can see us being a power couple. I can see us being together. I can see the future here. So the masculine is very aware that when you are together, you can be anything, do anything, have anything, go anywhere. Because they know that with you in their life, they can live a better life. Their life thrives. They achieve more. They feel better about themselves. They have more confidence, more strength, more power. So he's saying, I can see us being a power couple. I know that people are going to notice us. I know we're going to turn heads. We're going to change the world. We have a mission. So this is also about that mission together to help and heal humanity. So the masculines are very aware that there's a reason that you've been brought together, and there's a reason that you will be together still. He's saying it was easier to be with others because I didn't care like I cared for you. So sometimes the masculines remain where they are because it's a comfort zone. It's easier because they just get on with things there. With you, you test them, trigger them, open wounds in them, and sometimes that can be hard. So he's saying, please understand it was easier then to be there because it was just something I was dealing with that I didn't have to really think about. With you, you touch me in places and in ways no one else could and have. I didn't care like I care for you. So your masculine is saying to you, I care about you in ways I've never cared about anyone else. So this means it doesn't matter if they've been in long marriages or maybe they're still in long-term relationships. They care about you more. You matter to them more. And they gaze about you, think about you. My love for you is written in the stars. So stargazing can also be when we're making wishes, looking above us, asking for help. But what I'm really connecting it with is the way they dream about you, the way they fantasize about you, the way they spend moments gazing into space, connecting with you. So the masculine is saying, look up at the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. Isn't that beautiful? You might look up and see a shooting star, or you may see a constellation of stars. Look up at the stars tonight and know I'm with you. We're under the same sky. We're thinking about each other. We are connected because we are one. We were destined. We were destined since the beginning of time. We don't need to rush this love because it's eternal. So again, you're being reminded by heaven you're on the right path. And that's why you're seeing 17. If you see 1717 or 717, huge sign you're on the right path through its fate and destiny, that the universe is creating the way, that things are magically bringing you together. And the masculine is saying, I am going through karmic battles right now because I'm releasing what no longer serves me. And I'm doing this in August with the number 8. So please be patient with my process of growth and change as I come into my power. I'm coming into my power so we can be a power couple. I'm making sure that everything is in alignment so I can be with you. So the masculine is saying, I'm doing what I need to do to be with you. And I'm talking about our connection to those close to me because I'm making changes, because I'm gaining clarity finally, because I finally know what to do. So don't take anything serious that's happening on social media or with the karmic partner, or even if I'm replying to you in, they give me the word snotty way, which means, they can be a bit snotty with you. And they give me snotty because snotty can also be connected with a runny nose, a cold. Because when the masculines prepare for change, they go through upgrades. They go through upgrades in the body. So if I bring in the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle, this is my deck here, and I bring in the nose, and they give me the cold and flu-like symptoms because, when we're experiencing these things, we're going through a big upgrade, and these are things taking place, between now and the new year as well. If there's a cold or a flu, the masculine is preparing for the new. They're preparing for new energy upgrades that create a more optimistic and a more positive perception, a breakthrough, so they can be more spiritual in their mindset. And they are unplugging from society, programming, conditioning, negative beliefs, and the 3D world. So when they pull away from you, Divine Feminine, it's not because they don't want you. It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they aren't thinking about you. They absolutely are. It's because they need time to think, to unplug, to isolate, to have time for themselves. So they are then able to change their belief systems and thinking about other things they've done. So they're able to let go. They're able to unplug from negative beliefs. They're able to deal with conditioning in society, to be able to move on. And when the nose is blocked or runny, the truth has been revealed. The nose senses the truth. They know what their truth is. And when their intuition is blocked, the nose will block or run until the truth is revealed. So I do feel a lot of the masculines are going through things within themselves upgrade so they can be with you as a power couple. So I'm also going to bring in my power couples love oracle deck. So what do they see when they connect with you? First of all, look at this. We've got Sandy and Danny from Greece. That's the card moving. That's the only card that wants to come out. So changes. So what your twin is saying to you is, I am making the changes, even if you can't yet see. Think about Sandy and Danny. Okay, at the beginning of their relationship in Greece, I know it's a corny film, but it's a classic, isn't it? We all love Greece. But at the beginning, Sandy and Danny were together and there was no obstacles, there was no ego, there was nothing stopping them from being together. There may have been obstacles and karmic things going on, but when they were together on that beach, that's all that mattered. When they had that summer together, that's all that mattered. They were summer loving and they saw each other for who they absolutely are, without T-bird jackets or pink lady jackets or, fear around a reputation or programming or conditional society. And then when they went back to school, obviously Danny was a T-bird, so he had a rep to protect, as they say, and he was worried about what people would think if he dated Sandy, who was this kind of, she's not even a plain Jane because she's beautiful, but someone who is the complete opposite of who society think he should be. Does that make sense? Because obviously Sandy, Olivia Newton-John, absolutely stunning woman. So in other words, he sees you for the stunning person that you are and that you are beautiful and sexy and sassy, but she doesn't come across that way. She is pure and, you are pure. Even doesn't matter what you've been through in the past, divine feminine, your masculine sees your purity and your light, but she is willing to change for him at the end and he is willing to change for her, but they meet in the middle. They go together like shama-lama-lama, kidding-kidding-kiddong, or whatever it is. They are meant to be. So what this is saying is, Danny is saying, I will change for you. I'm already changing for you. And Sandy's saying, you don't need to change for me. You are perfect as you are. Let's meet in the middle. Let's compromise. Let's be together the right way. And that's what's happening. And this is clarity coming in. And the reason why the masculines are so in it at the beginning is because they don't allow their ego. It's like, I always think of it like this, it's like Stefan in the Vampire Diaries. I know I'm bringing up films and things because I know so many of you resonate with films and you watch films and, in Vampire Diaries, Stefan has to know Elena. That's all it says for like the first 2 seasons in the recap. I have to know her. He's got lots of baggage. He's a vampire. He's got a toxic brother who obviously ends up being a true love. But, the point I'm making is he knows that he shouldn't perhaps know her because he has all these things going on. Just like maybe your masculine thinks that I shouldn't perhaps get to know you because I'm married or, I've got wounds I need to heal. But he can't not know you. He can't not. He has to. And that's what they experience with you in that initial kind of honeymoon phase where it's the firework effect where all the magic takes place and happens. But then the wounds come in because you are mirrors of each other. So we have to get ready to live that kind of existence together we had in the beginning with the firework effect and the honeymoon phase. We have to prepare to have that existence daily. And that's what union is. So if I go to my union oracle again, and show you what's coming in your union. This is why it's worth waiting for. I love holding your hand. So your masculine's going to hold your hand without you having to ask them. They're going to take your hand. They're going to hold your hand in bed. You're going to love that you get each other without having to try. And I love how you constantly surprise me. So your masculine will constantly surprise you with gifts, but with thought, with, tactileness, with wanting to be with you. George constantly surprises me with all the magical things he does. And I feel the masculines are having sleepless nights. These 2 cards have just moved. In fact, these 3 cards are moving on top of the deck here. So your masculine could be having insomnia right now because they've got a lot going on in their mind and they're struggling to relax. They're struggling to calm down. And when they've got lack of sleep, it causes irritability, anger, rage. And that's when they can reach out to you in the wrong way. And that's why you're being reminded your journey is protected until they can be with you the right way. And if you're struggling to sleep, maybe put some essential oils in a bath or relax or use lavender. Again, belching, when we burp, we are releasing fear from deep within us. The solar plexus creates a physical reaction that comes across as a burp when something feels off or not right. So let this be released and acknowledged without embarrassment. When I'm channeling, I'm constantly releasing in that way. And when the masculines feel numb, they say, what's the point? They feel like life has no meaning. But with you, they know it does. They want a better life with you. When they're with you, they're grateful for their life. They see the blessings, they feel alive. And they realize that their life matters and that you matter. So this is why they see you as a power couple, because you changed the way they view their life. You changed their world because you rock their world, divine feminine. So your masculine is saying to you today, you rock my world. And that's what's going to shake everything up and make the required changes. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.